Well, you have no doubt heard about the outbreak of the flu this year. The illness is so widespread this year, and people are continuing to get sick across the country.
And here in New York State, the State Department of Health says cases are up 54% just from last week alone. There are now more than 6,000 cases of the flu in the Empire State.
And with a closer look at the flu's impact right here in Western New York, we're going to bring in 2 on your side's Heather Lee with a look at some of the numbers here in the Buffalo, Niagara region. Heather?
Scott and Mary Alice, good evening. I talked to a couple of health professionals and doctors in the area, and they say here in Western New York, it has been about 3 years since we've really seen a surge of influenza like so far this season. Kaleida Health has seen 272 people diagnosed with flu so far. Catholic Health System reports about 420 confirmed cases, and ECMC tells me that they admit about 5 people every week because of the flu. Those are just the people that actually go to the hospital and get diagnosed. Well, one reason that this flu season is so bad in particular is because the current flu vaccine really isn't the best match for the strains that we're currently seeing. Doctors think, though, that we may be nearing the peak of flu season a bit earlier than normal. But remember, flu season runs all the way through May, so there is still plenty of time to get sick, unfortunately, but also plenty of time to protect yourself from getting sick.
It's not too late. Now is a prime time to get it, the flu vaccine. It will take effect. It'll start strengthening the immune system right away, and it's readily available. The vaccine is no shortages, so we recommend people do this now so that the flu is under control in the communities that they live in.
The flu shot can lessen your symptoms and shorten the amount of time that you're sick if you actually catch it. While it may take 10 days for full protection, your body will start revving up your immune system as soon as you get the shot. Now, if you or your children have flu symptoms, you should stay home. Health officials say there really is no magic number of days before you should return to work or school, but you want to do that after your symptoms go away. If you go back too soon, you could still be spreading your germs. Heather Lee, Channel 2 News.
All right, great information, Heather. Thank you. Well, we just ended an hour-long Facebook Live answering your questions about the flu tonight.
Channel 2's Erica Brecker is in the newsroom recapping the biggest topics. So, Erica, really, what are your key takeaways?
Well, Scott and Mary Alice, will let Dr. Tom Russo with UBMD answer those, and I'll kind of present the questions that came up most in this Facebook Live. Dr. Russo, for the skeptics out there, why should you still get the flu shot?
You should still get the flu shot because we've got a lot of flu season left, and though it's imperfect, it's going to protect you probably at least from 30 or 40% of the time from getting the flu, and if you get it, you'll be less sick, less likely to be hospitalized, and less likely to die actually from the flu.
So even though it's a percentage of effectiveness, you can't lose. It can really only help.
That's right. It's just a win-win situation. And besides, affording some protection from yourself, as a community, the more people that get vaccinated, the less flu we'll have, the less likely someone will infect someone else.
Great point. So domino effect of helping those around us.
That's right.
Another big question that came up, for how long are you contagious?
So I think the most important thing to do is if you're contagious, you don't want to infect other individuals. Please stay home, stay away from work, stay away from school until you've had no fever for at least 1 day.
All right, that's a good cue to look for. And Dr. Russo, are there any other takeaways you think our viewers should know?
So besides getting the vaccine, the other things that are important to protect yourself in this flu season, avoid people that are ill. And if you're ill, try to avoid other people. Wash your hands. Avoid touching your nose, your mouth, your eyes, which is where the flu virus can get transmitted. And if you have to touch high-touch surface areas like keyboards, phones, doorknobs, please wash your hands afterwards. Sounds great. One of my biggest takeaways was, since hands can be icky, we elbow bump to prevent the germs. Scott and Mary Alice, back to you.